May knowledge guide you.
It is time, Morax! We settle this now!
No, my... Torn to oblivion!
Fisher!
Illusion shattered!
Stabilize!
Crush!
Invictus will not absolve you! Today, you witness your reckoning!
Solidify!
There is no escape! Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power. Beg for mercy. Crush!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain! You stand upon your tomb, though you know it not! Come, experience an eon of suffering!
Illusion shattered! Beg for mercy.
Stabilize!
Shudder! Crush!
Crumble!
Eye for an eye!
Solidify!
Shine down!
Dust!
Shudder!
More axe!
Sacrosanct. None may enter.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Now you shall perish!
Defense in progress. Not bad. She's hiding back there. All you do is run.
Gather!
Hey! The Temple of Wisdom!
Witness the power of Gugwa! Know my soul! Inazuma shines eternal!
Some you win, and some you lose.
A GMA exclusive with Chris Hemsworth. He's known as the mighty god of thunder. But Chris Hemsworth has taken on a very human project, exploring ways that may help him live longer and better. In a series called Limitless, produced by National Geographic and
How much higher? Probably somewhere between 8 and 10 times higher than that of someone in the general set from your dad.
And what does that mean?
Got every blood test one can get, and you have 2 copies of ApoE4, a set from your mom and a set from your dad.
And what does that mean exactly?
That means you have an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease.
How much higher?
Probably somewhere between 8 and 10 times higher than that of someone in the general population.
The idea that I won't be able to remember the life I've experienced, or...
Association cautions against genetic testing for most people because a positive test does not mean you will in fact develop Alzheimer's and can cause people to worry unnecessarily. But making healthy choices today can reduce risk later in life.
It's my belief that if we take every step possible, we can...
Alzheimer's risk. With a friend in tow but no maps and no phones, Hemsworth challenges his mind to memorize the route. And around the campfire, he reflected on his grandfather's battle with the disease.
He either doesn't remember who we are, as grandkids, but also even his own children.
To be honest, I didn't know. I found out off camera because the doctor, Peter Attia, said this is not something I want to give him the opportunity to make.
The God of Thunder himself, Chris Hemsworth, has taken to social media following the newest episode of Olympic.
This is no place to loaf around. This is no place to loaf around. This is no place to loaf around.
Let me solidify!
Shine down!
I see everything.
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword!
This is...
Currently in the game, there's two ways to start attacking the moment you approach Azazdaha. Once you pass a certain threshold, the cutscene will trigger. However, it will quickly end due to your character's so this method works for Boreas. However, it requires you to charge attack.
Hey, are you tired of being unable to switch early? Because if you do, you will not only swap characters. Ready yourself to swap characters, mashing the sign of a possible cutscene switch. Ready yourself to swap characters.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
Stabilize!
Hey!
Rain outlines your face. Let me read you a
Detestable.
verse.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion. Into the frozen void. Illusion shut.
Gather! Stabilize!
Yeah!
Gather!
Everyone hold hands! Make yourselves at home!
Blow my sword! Rain cutter!
Shine down.
Yeah!
Inazuma shines eternal.
Sharing my knowledge!
There is no escape.
Rain outlines your face.
Who dares?
Blow my sword!
Oh,
Witness
wait!
the power!
Illusion shattered.
I never asked for redemption. Never.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Solidify! Let's get down to business.
Shine down!
Finally, I get the very win this battle.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inferior.
Everyone hold hands!
Inferior.
Rain cutter.
Torn to oblivion.
Pathetic.
The eye sweeps the lands. Shattered.
I see everything!
No, my sword.
This ends now. inferior. Lightning falls on the land of eternity. Illusion shattered. Weak. Go. Shine down. This body is eternal.
Stabilize.
Inferior!
Solidify.
Purge all obstacles! Witness the final illusion shattered!
Stabilize.
Perish! Rain outlines your fate. Inferior! Eternity is in my hands!
Solidify.
Inferior! There is no escape!
Everyone hold hands!
Stabilize.
The Temple of Wisdom! Hey!
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal! Lightning, obey me! This world, a fleeting shadow. Witness the power.
Commit to memory!
Pathetic. Absurd. Only emptiness awaits.
Hey everyone, it's Sevi. Cookie Shinobu released late. Increase her Hyper Bloom damage, and since her Electro application is in her on HP, she has her A4 passive talent which converts her EM.
Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Windaloo's Gaming. In today's video, we're having this type of challenge-ish Bloom, Hyper Bloom. There are also 8 different professions. This video that can raw multipliers of the character is way too.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Four teams ended up being the Hyper Bloom team. What's remarkable about this is that this Hyper Bloom team didn't even get any help. Bloom clocked.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Stabilize!
I see everything!
Solidify!
There is no escape!
Body and mind.
Stabilize!
Shall be punished. No, my sword!
Illusion shattered!
Fool, be gone! Winter shall eventually come.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn or a bubble rising through water, transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn or a bubble rising through water, transitory.
Relaxing days like this are nice. Let's take it easy. I see everything.
Sometimes you just need to give up on unrealistic dreams. Sometimes you just need to give up on unrealistic dreams. Sometimes you just need to give up on unrealistic dreams. Sometimes you just need to give up on unrealistic dreams. Sometimes you just need to give up on unrealistic dreams. Sometimes you just need to give up on unrealistic dreams. Sometimes you just need to give up on unrealistic dreams.
Sometimes you just need to give up an unrealistic dream. Sometimes you just need to give up an unrealistic dream. Sometimes you just need to give up an unrealistic dream. Sometimes you just need to give up an unrealistic dream. Sometimes you just need to give up an unrealistic dream. Sometimes you just need to give
Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together. 2 heads are better than 1.
Sometimes you just need to give up an unrealistic dream. Sometimes you just need to give up an unrealistic dream. Sometimes you just need to give up an unrealistic dream.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
Sometimes you just need to give up an unrealistic dream.
options, one after another.
What are you doing here?
Hania? You saved the children?
I happened to be nearby. The children were mimicking what they'd seen the contestants doing and ended up getting surrounded by wild fungi. Fortunately, I heard the commotion and got here in time to save them.
That's so dangerous! Why are they trying to approach wild fungi without a wisdom orb?
It's hardly their fault. I was almost drawn in by the fungi's cute appearance once, too. Luckily, I remembered my family's stern warnings and the suffering that previous generations once endured, so I kept my distance. People never used to be under any illusion about how dangerous the fungi can be. But this Neelit polycup is changing people's perceptions, and now they're letting their guard down against the fungi. A consequence that Elhingen failed to foresee. I'm putting an end to this debacle, first chance I get. The Wisdom Orb is the perfect tool for exterminating fungi on a large scale. And once I win the tournament, they'll be mine to do with as I please.
What are you talking about, Hania? Exterminating fungi? Not in front of Pyro 1! Don't you care about its feelings? You're taking part in the tournament too, aren't you? You even taught us a few tips and tricks. You're clearly enjoying the event.
I'm quite certain Pyro 1 would back me up if it was capable of realizing the past mistakes of its kind. But regrettably, it's just a pawn controlled by a gadget. It will never understand human sentiments. As for why I taught you guys a few things, don't you realize? I saw your potential, and I wanted you to help me reach my goals. Yet here you are now pleading the fungi's case. You've gotten too deep in this absurd game. Looks like Golden Comet and Silver Companion don't deserve such a stellar reputation after all.
Wait! Don't go! We turned off our wisdom orb just now, and we were playing with the fungi and everything!
Ooh my, such a standout personality, and with the perfect dose of obstinacy. I sense dramatic events just waiting to unfold.
Miko? Layla? Oh, you heard the cries for help too, huh?
We were just talking about her as it happens. Little Layla told me that Hania gave you some guidance when you first entered the tournament, but after you met Layla, she very abruptly left. Looking at it now, she seems to be a classic case of a wrong path character. Blames the many for the mistakes of a few and seeks to wipe them all out of existence. She takes the wrong path because in her eyes it is the most effective and sensible method of achieving her goal.
Fungi can definitely be aggressive and damage their environment, but some research also suggests that they're only acting in accordance with their nature, just like any other wild animals. The fungi have existed for a long time. No one knows what the ecological implications for the rainforest would be if they all got killed off suddenly. Right! We shouldn't resort to extreme measures. No matter what Hania has been through, we can't let her do this just because she wants to.
You intend to stop her achieving victory?
I can't say I didn't expect that response from you, but I hear she's one of the favorites to win this tournament. Are you prepared to face such a formidable opponent?
That's what you brought us here for, right? To get acquainted with our fungi friends so we can cooperate better with them? Wait, did you know all this was gonna happen?
It would be rather boring if I had arranged every last detail in advance. The chance encounter between you and Hania came as quite a pleasant surprise. Today's training ends here. The qualifiers should be over now. We should go and find out what to expect in the later stages.
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk? Everyone hope gotta make my fungi move faster. So fast that my opponent won't have time to react.
Good work. Seems I am pretty capable.
It's okay.
Everyone hold hands!
Do these inspectors who come around every day think I'm with the Fatui? I'm really not.
What a completely unremarkable opponent. Disappointing.
This job is unbelievably cushy, especially on this salary. I'm lucky I ended up with a boss like El Hingman.
If you want to buy me out, you should offer at least twice as much as that.
Buy some imported goods? Come to the right place.
Everyone hold it.
Can't these idle people find something useful to do?
There are a lot of people over there. Are they looking for something?
I heard that the organizers set up loads of message boards for the audience to leave comments and interact with each other. It sounds like a good way to encourage discussion about the tournament. I wonder if people will talk about me and Twirly Whirly. Oh, if only I could use this experience in one of my papers somehow.
Paimon thinks that's a great idea! You always need a ton of information to write a paper, and you can't always get the info you need. But this time, you're the one providing yourself with the information.
That's a nice idea, Paimon. But I'm from the Ratawa-his, Darshan. The kind of information I'm gathering now would only be of any use to someone in the Amorta, Darshan.
Yeah! You can provide the information to Amurta students! Maybe sell it to the highest bidder! Wait, no! Royalties! Charge royalties!
Mora is a secondary consideration, but I could make it a fair trade by getting the Amorta students to read through some advanced papers for me and figure out what Twirly Whirly's kind likes. If I can narrow the search, it'll make my life a whole lot easier. I won't have to buy hundreds of different things and get Twirly Whirly to try them all. Just thinking about it makes me want to pass out.
Layla, that's an amazing idea! Please get them to look into what Bongo Head likes too!
I'll do my best. When I get back, I'll write a letter and send it to the Amorta.
Little one, the pairings for the remaining 32 are out.
Huh? We'll be facing Silka next!
Oh, I've been looking forward to this a lot.
So excited about? Aren't you worried that we'll knock your budding author out of the competition? If that happens, Yai Publishing House's nice little journey in Sumeru will come to a very abrupt end.
Oh, please, do your worst. I never asked Soka to win in the first place. Besides, maybe suffering a humiliating defeat will give her the epiphany she so desperately needs. After all, a life with no obstacles tends to narrow the mind. People end up believing that only they are on the right path. Sometimes, obstacles are more valuable than smooth sailing. Excellent. I'm looking forward to the next round. I'll await your good news.
To the host's credit, this event is well organized. I'll take note of that. But the sponsor's source of funds still needs looking into. I never would have thought that happy little girl would grow up to become so formidable.
Quite adorable. It's so easy to fall into their trap.
aligned again? Let's work through it together. 2 heads are better than 1. Today's the round of 32 for the new Impala Cup! We're up against Soka this time. We gotta give it our all and then some! Come on, let's head to the arena!
Traveler, Paimon, this day has come earlier than I had expected. My apologies, but my writing career is at stake here, and my reputation in Lady Yai's eyes? I can't allow you to beat me.
Don't get too cocky, Soka. We won't go easy on you.
How can you see? They're too strong! I can't believe it. I lost. That's it. It seems that the guests of Tenshukaku have powers beyond the reach of mere mortals like me.
Oh no! Did we go too far? Soka's taking this pretty hard. Miko said it was fine not to look back, but she'll definitely be mad at us when she sees her in this state. Ooh, Paimon's freaking out! Okay, we should just go apologize to Miko. Come on, Bungo Head, put on your best guilty face! Miko, we're sorry! It was all Bongo Head! We didn't know it would take Soka out so quickly!
she look crestfallen and say something melodramatic like, "Beyond the reach of mere mortals," then curl up on the ground and start wailing?
Yes! To all of those, actually. Oh, you know it really well, huh?
It's better this way. Soka will turn this experience into valuable writing material. She'll be able to portray the protagonist's journey with all the setbacks they face along the way much more compellingly. It will resonate all the more with readers. As for how to flesh out the villain, dominating, ruthless but brilliant, and ultimately victorious, the inspiration will have to come from you. So don't go getting yourselves knocked out of the competition by some second-rate wannabe,
That's a conversation for another time! Oh, Miku, please ask Soka to go easy on us when she writes us into the novel!
Traveler, Paimon and Miss Yai.
Layla, take it easy! Don't go fainting on us!
I'm alright. So I wrote to the Amorta students, and they were really keen. I got a reply with the information I needed within just a few hours. I've tried making a few different snacks for Twirly Whirly based on the information they gave me, but it didn't seem to like any of them. Maybe I used some of the wrong ingredients or something. So then I made a new, improved list, and also included ingredients that might suit Bongo Head's taste. I didn't go to bed until way past midnight.
How'd you get the results so soon? That was super quick!
How's it going, my little Layla? Have you been teaching your opponents a lesson?
Yep. Thanks for taking us training, Miss Yai. Twirly Whirly is way more obedient now, and it reacts so quickly. I'm actually kinda envious. the opponents have gotten stronger too. So, the pressure is on. I gotta train with Twirly Whirly some more if I want to have a shot at getting into the quarterfinals. The problem is, I'm also planning to visit the Almighty Merchant at 7 in the morning tomorrow to buy all the ingredients I need.
Oh, that's no problem. I'll join you with your training session, and we can leave the little ones to buy the ingredients. They're quite the experts in running errands.
Oh, sounds like you two help out Miss Yai quite often, huh?
Right! Yeah. Please don't turn us into scary evil bad guys.
Don't worry, little Layla. They're just apologizing to me for defeating Sokka. Go buy yourself a nice drink, take a break, and catch your breath.
Thanks so much. You guys are the best. This is the address where I arranged to meet up with the Almighty Merchant. And here's the list of ingredients. Thanks again.
Hey, it's our pleasure. You helped us look into Bongo Head's preferences, remember? Glad we can return the favor.
As for the potential liabilities we didn't have time to discuss earlier, one good place to start might be the fungi power-up materials. Why, this is the most exciting subplot of the novel, the secret investigation. I'm sure you must be curious about where the magical powers of the wisdom orb and floral jelly really come from. Besides, if we fail to uncover what's really going on in this tournament, we simply leave Hania to her own devices. Who knows what chaos might ensue?
This is suddenly sounding super complicated. Paimon isn't really following.
I suggest that you act just before sunrise, while most people are tired and resting. You may find some important leads.
Should we really take Miko's suggestion? Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's wait until early tomorrow morning and go check out the fungi power-up place. Don't worry, Bongo Head. You're not under suspicion or anything. We just want to make sure everyone stays safe in this competition.
Incorporate this experience into my novel so that Miss Yai is satisfied.
The boss was right. These rugs are of the highest quality.